All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video. That's right, Kyle Shanahan spoke to the media today, and we will tell you what he said coming up next. First, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out. They're in Emeryville. They're in Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Go say hi to Damon and Mary. Get some brisket chili. Tell them that Krug sent you. And this video is sponsored by Better, the official daily fantasy sponsor of the Krug Show. Use Better to make daily fantasy lineups and win real money. We just won this weekend. Man, we had a big weekend. Download the app below. Make sure you use the promo code Niners to get your first deposit matched up to $200. Thanks to Better for being a proud sponsor of the Krug Show. All right, let's get right to it. Shanahan spoke to the media today. He was in a great mood. Why? Because the Niners got a win on Sunday Night Football, and now they have a bye week, so you can take a breath. He wouldn't have been in as good a mood if they had lost that game. But he always starts with injuries. He says J.P. Mason's shoulder got re-injured in the game. To what degree? It sounds like he's day-to-day. D. Winters was in the concussion protocol. He obviously had a concussion in the game last night, so his status is kind of up in the air. Deebo Samuel has two injuries. He's got a rib injury, and he also has a hamstring? No, it's a rib and an oblique strain. That's it. He's got a rib and an oblique strain. And then Chris Conley's got a hamstring. He's week to week, so the Niners suffering another injury at receiver. And then Renardo Green's got an ankle. And he's considered more day-to-day. Juwan Jennings' hip injury, obviously it's pretty serious. He's missed some time here, but Shanahan thinks that he will return after the bye week and be ready to play against Tampa Bay. Christian McCaffrey is going to work out during the bye week, and they're going to take it from there. And he may return to practice next week going into the Tampa game, and potentially he could return for the Tampa game. But it sounds like they're kind of they know that they're going to have a ramp-up period. They know that his Achilles may or may not respond to the ramp-up. So they're kind of, soft pedaling it, but he's going to start working out, or he will be working out at the facility during the bye week. And if everything goes smoothly, according to Kyle, he potentially could return to practice when the team comes back from the bye. He was asked about Isaac Guerendo and J.P. Mason, and he said, the running backs, not just Guerendo and Mason, but Patrick Taylor as well. He said he thought the running backs all had a real good game. He was asked about Ricky Pearsall, and he says that Ricky is steadily improving, that he's got a real natural feel for the game, and that he sees him improving literally day by day. I think Mayoko asked the question, where is this team? You got 9 games left. You're 4-4 at the bye. And Shanahan's like, hey, we're capable of achieving all of our goals, which means winning the Super Bowl. This team showed up to win the Super Bowl, and he thinks they're capable of winning the Super Bowl. So I like to hear that. I don't know if I agree, but I think if they made the right deal or two and got the right guy injury-wise coming back, they've got enough young ascending talent that it's possible. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think they're still in the mix, and he says they're capable of winning it all. So he was asked about special teams, and he gave Brian Schneider a vote of confidence. He said, we did a real good job versus Turpin, and it was a step in the right direction. So, it's really clear that Shanahan does not want to fire Brian Schneider. So all these people knocking at the Brian Schneider, is he going to get fired today door, you're just annoying Shanahan, and he doesn't really want to fire he doesn't want to fire Schneider. He hired Schneider. Schneider's a good coach. Schneider's a good guy. They just can't have these colossal screw-ups on special teams every single week. So that can't continue. If it does, he's going to have to fire Schneider. But he felt like the Niners, did a nice job. And I do as well on special teams. They're playing the fake punt with their defense smarter. They're getting their kickers to make field goals. They didn't have any major damaging returns, either on kickoffs or punt returns. So the coverage units played their best game. And let's be honest, that was the Niners' best special teams effort all year. And how ironic that it came against the Cowboys, who have the #1 special teams unit in the entire sport. Niners got scared by that. They were on their game. A lot of times special teams is about paying attention to details. They obviously did that as part of their plan, and we'll see where it goes from here. Shanahan was asked about wide receiver trades, and he's like, look, it's not just wide receiver. Anybody that we can find that can help our team and make us better that doesn't cost us a lot down the road, we're going to be interested in. So what are the Niners willing to move? I don't know. They do have 2 third-round picks in the next draft. My guess is they're probably willing to move one of those picks. One of those thirds and probably day 3, late round maneuvering is probably what they're armed with. So a third-round pick's a lot. I mean, the Chiefs just got D-Hop for a 5th. If you're willing to trade a third-round draft choice, you might be able to get Azeez Ojulari and Darius Slayton away from the New York Giants. You might be able to get Darnell Savage and Trayvon Walker away from the Jacksonville Jaguars. You might be able to get Deontay Johnson and J.C. Horn away from the Panthers. I mean, you just never know. But that third-round pick is, I think, what they're going to be armed with in addition to possibly a day 3 pick or maybe a day 3 pick swap. But Shanahan was like, hey, anything that we can do to make our team better, we're going to do. Now, what it sounds like to me, too, is that he didn't necessarily gravitate towards it will be a wide receiver. I think that wide receiver is not their top priority. I think the top priority is defensive end. And I think maybe if there's a second priority, it's probably defensive tackle. I think the Niners are prioritizing their defensive line over everything else. That's the feeling that I get. He was asked about Deommodore Lenoir, and he's like, he's improved a lot since he came into the league. You know, he said that he lacked confidence in his rookie year, but he said beginning in his rookie year, he's just been possessed since his second year in the league, and Lenoir is just emerging as one of the best players in football. He was asked about Dre Greenlaw's timeline, and he says, he doesn't have a timeline for Dre Greenlaw. It sounds like when they come back from the bye, at that point, it's going to be kind of a week-to-week situation. But I think there's still a chance that Dre Greenlaw doesn't make it back this year. And he's been completely non-committal as to exactly when we're going to see Dre. He tore his Achilles in February, and he's going to play before December? I think that would be risky. So my guess is December. I've said it all year. I said after Thanksgiving, we'll start talking about Dre Greenlaw. Right around December 1st, I think you could expect him back. Shanahan was asked about Mooney Ward and why Ward came out of the game for a period of time, and he said he just had groin tightness, that he felt like Mooney's played his best 2 games of the year, the last 2 games, but that he had a tightened groin for a series, and that's why they pulled him out, of the game for a series last night. And then Shanahan was asked about the bye week, and he said that, they're going to have a long meeting and a team photo today, and then tomorrow there's going to be a team workout, and they're going to put them through some paces. There'll be a team meeting, and then he's going to give them 5 days off. So it sounds like the Niners are going to be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and will return on Monday for a short practice. So that's the bye week plan. They'll wrap up the Cowboys today. They'll have a little team meeting and some workout tomorrow. And then they'll say, sayonara, take off, guys, have fun. And they'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all to return on Monday for a brief practice, kind of like an extra practice. And then they'll practice Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday getting ready for Tampa Bay coming out of the bye. All right, that's going to do it for our 49er update. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Thanks to Better for sponsoring this update and this video. And thanks to all of you guys for supporting the Krug Show. And we should tell you, check out our meet and greet. We'll be at Pig and a Pickle in Corte Madera on Sunday, November the 3rd. So a week from yesterday. I was just talking to Damon Stainbrook, the owner of Pig and a Pickle. We will be there in Corte Madera from noon to 6 p.m. next Sunday, a week from yesterday, November the 3rd. Join me at Corte Madera for some Pig and a Pickle. We'll have a couple beers. We'll buy some barbecue, and we'll sit there and watch some football and rap with some of our channel supporters and channel fans, and I'll be there. I think Kev's going to be there. It should be a lot of fun. I'm probably going to drag a couple of my other family members out there as well. And all of you guys are invited, so we hope we see you next Sunday from noon to 6. It's kind of an open house. It'll be at Corte Madera, not the one in Emeryville, the one in, or the Pig and a Pickle in Corte Madera, not Emeryville. And we'll be there from 12 to 6. So join us next Sunday for a little Niner Krug Show meet and greet during the bye week. And we'll watch whatever game's on and have a little fun, have some barbecue, and chat it up. So we're really looking forward to it. Thanks to all you guys for supporting the Krug Show and helping us get to 50,000 subs. I thank you all sincerely. Have a great day, and go Niners.